Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Tuesday night, and we bring you WWE NXT tonight. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Make sure you get in that chat. I hope everyone is doing well on this wonderful Tuesday. We're clipping through the week already. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. And again, don't be quiet, don't be shy, but make sure you strap in, strap on, and grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is NXT as we give you another show tonight, another live stream. We will be your reaction to all the action here tonight. And again, it's going to be a fun one. Lots to talk about. You one lady, two title matches, crazy times. So much to talk about in the wrestling world. So much to talk about in the WFU. So much buzz, stuff coming off of Raw. We're going to dive into all of it here tonight. It's going to be a fun one. Me and that pretty face have you for the next little bit. But like I said, I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. Make sure you click all the buttons. Hit those likes as we are having record-breaking likes on a lot of these streams. We appreciate it, but make sure you get in there. If you're new here, don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Join the fun. But I will remind everybody, I am Mr. Evernight, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick, and yes, tonight, my guy, we got Stephanie Vaquer. 2 matches, 2 bouts, strap on and strap in. She's defending against Miss Parker and also against Fallon Henley. And I did see one comment. Yes, we have done a wellness check on Anthony. He is okay with all of the news in TNA. He's a little still crashing out or enjoying the crash out from Twitter, but yes. Oh, there we go. We're up the rain cloud.
But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Yeah, TNA news breaking, more stuff going on in AEW, more stuff going on with WWE. And again, busy times. We're in WrestleMania season. We're getting ready for Dynasty. We're getting ready for Stand and Deliver as well. Don't forget, folks, we are here all week long for all your favorite wrestling. And, of course, this Sunday we bring back Wrestling Court. John Cena versus the fans. John Cena versus the people, if you will. It's going to be a battle. We have Anthony on the bench for this one, as Nick and I will go toe to toe, trying to figure out, is John Cena guilty? Is he just another selfish wrestler that went off to Hollywood? Or is he justified in his anger, rage, and turn? But
see, it feels a little bit to me like a divorce hearing almost of like, how much of the fans do we get? Do we get 8 of the title wins and he gets the other 8?
Right? Do we get the spinner belts? You get the regular belts, the U.S. title.
If you listen to him yesterday, we don't deserve the spinner belt. We don't get nothing.
I mean, it'd be funny if he brought back the spinner, but now because the W is bigger, it's a big, giant spinner W.
It's a giant-ass spinner.
Flavor Flav. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As far as tonight goes, we got Lexis King defending the Heritage Cup against Javon. We did talk about that. Stephanie, Jada Parker, and then, of course, against Fallon. That's all we know.
Yeah, which is really interesting. Do you do both Vaquer matches back to back? Do you do one and starts the show, one ends the show? I would assume North American starts it, world title ends it.
Yeah. Now, my question for you, I think they bookend it for sure. But here's my, does she lose one of these belts? Does she, what happens if she wins both? That's a big statement if she wins both matches tonight.
If she wins both, I feel like the Julia story might be a little bullshit.
Okay.
Well, just them rushing it to an extent, because if they did rush it, I feel like you would have taken both belts up. You take at least one belt off her, I was going to say. You take at least one of her. So if she loses one tonight, more validity if they didn't plan for this to be a thing. If she wins both out, I think they kind of were planning it, that this might have been a thing.
Okay.
Because, I mean, she's going to be holding both belts, so she's going to be the champ across your entire women's division. So
Yeah.
if it was meant for her to still have the belt and Julia to be world champ, you can let her stay world champ. She drops the North American title to Fallon. Fallon can do what she was going to do a bit with that division, or you do a different story, you move along there.
Yeah, I mean, again, very interesting. We didn't expect her to have both belts. Now that she does, again, if she loses to Fallon, it might make her look a little on the weaker side, unless there's some tomfoolery. Jada, I mean, could you imagine we leave here tonight and Jada Parker's the new world champion?
Don't tempt me.
Come on.
Don't do that. Don't give me hope. Don't give me hope.
But yeah, I mean, it would be very interesting. And I know we see the reports and the rumors. As we tell everybody, make sure you check your sources, especially in this loving wrestling world.
Right.
But make sure you know where you're getting things. Because we don't know for sure how this is all going to tie into what they're doing for Stand and Deliver. Is it Jordan Grace? Is it something else? Tonight we'll go out to
Absolutely. Well, you've got it pulled up, and I want to see how you feel about this match with Lexis King versus Javon, because I'm kind of torn with this match. Does Javon win the Heritage Cup and prove to Trick he can be a champion? Maybe not the champion, but a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Does he lose it and then we go back to the Trick thing that way? See, I told you we're never going to be a champion. We build a feud that way.
Definitely. I mean, Javon's kind of been pushed hard, and he's done extremely well. Lexis, I know, was kind of puttered in the middle, still kind of working things out. Still not sure how we feel about his facial hair.
No.
But I mean, it will be a very good match. If I feel like Lexis is going to have to show up and show out a little bit tonight. He almost has to prove more to me than Javon does. Javon Trick seems like a good way to go. Maybe that's just the outcome here is Trick has a hand in it.
Well, that could be very much it. I think that's where I know we could do Trick Oba again at Stand and Deliver, but I feel like we're going to get towards a Trick Javon thing of that might be Trick's kind of passing of the torch and everything a bit. What are you popping over there about?
Sorry, the chat popped me as you were getting going. And usually we'd start the whole like, hello, everybody, and we'll do our roll call. And we would start with a super chat when it pops up. We try and jump to it. But we're going to hold off on spazzes for a second. But we do appreciate you. We will get to that $10 super chat.
Fair enough. What would you prefer to get into, sir?
Well, I think we'll say hello. We got 6 minutes to start the show. Let's do a quick roll call and then we'll get down to business because I mean, again, there's a lot of bubbling. But Tony, welcome. C Money, good to see you as well. Steffi defending 2 belts. Eric, welcome back to all the buddies. It's a shocker, and we will talk more TNA as the night goes on as well. But we're kind of rapid fire some of these. But Arthur, welcome back. It's going to be a fun one, Arthur.
There's going to be a lot of clips. Just saying.
Some moments. MDB, welcome back. Going for Vaquer. Michael, Roman, Bonkers, Scott Rizzo, always a pleasure. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. I see you. Bonkers, Jose. 316. What's up? Paul, welcome back. Hope everyone is in good spirits. Joe, Addie, Alex. Addie again. Maddie, welcome back. Chewbacca call.
What?
You don't do a Chewy? Okay.
No, I definitely can't do a Chewy.
Nick's mustache is looking very mustachy.
Yeah, I saw MDB say that, and then I looked at myself on stream, and I'm like, yeah, it is very, Inspector Clouseau-ish.
Right. What's up, KJ and Big Nick? WFU for life. Let's go. People keep using that hashtag. Especially right now. It's crazy times out there. Use that hashtag. Bring the community together on social as well. And again, I mean, I'm all for people defending whatever side you're on of any argument, but I do implore you to, again, try and make it about the topic. Try and make it about the good stuff.
Logic. We're bringing logic back to pro wrestling, and we're not talking about the rapper, but up the WFU, down the IWC.
Yeah, we don't have to try and, we don't have to threaten violence or death or anything like that. Just for an opinion. Let's talk it out. Hashtag WFU. Become a part of that bigger community, guys. We love it. Boston, welcome back. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Boston
Gamer.
Vance, Jason, Kevin. We're that easy, folks. We just drop a quarter.
Monkey, just poke us with a stick.
AJ's back with us. Let's go. Alex got you. Kevin, welcome. Sin's back with us. Wrestling Proud, Cherokee George, all these names. Vance. All right. Wait. Trey, Joe, welcome. Wrestling for Life has the best chat in all of YouTube. Tell your friends. A couple people with some screws loose come here and there, but overall the place is pretty good. We try and keep it clean. We've had people that started off rough, became our friends with time. But and again, we've had some nights here where none of us are getting along, but it's all part of the fun. It's supposed to be the boys on the couch, Nick.
Absolutely. I know what I was going to say. You don't know how many screws loose I have, sir.
Yeah,
100%. This shit held together by duct tape and fucking hope.
Duct tape and hope. That should be on a t-shirt. I'm made with duct tape and hope.
Yeah.
What's up, Anthony? How you doing? The champ, the wing champ. Eked it out.
Yes. Controversial wing champ.
Right. He overcame adversity and got the big dub.
He had the LeBron face on.
It's not, he was quick on that draw. Christopher, welcome back. Smile Mark, welcome back. Thank you, Gail. Yes, we're going to talk about that. FDIWC, that's it. We're done. And we're going to talk about why we're done. Trust me. It's epic. Maple Leaf KJ and the Bronx Bomber. Let's go.
Actually, where's Stoner Jesus to do fan art again and everything? Someone make that a thing and everything to where you're out there with the Maple Leafs attire and I'm in the Yankees pinstripes. And see, I can have a beard now and play for the Yankees. I don't need to shave them sideburns.
That's
Mr.
true.
Burns.
Mr. Burns. All right, we got a $10 super chat from Spaz, which I feel like is about to open Pandora's box, even though we got 2 minutes to the start of the show, folks. Again, get in that chat, be a friend, tell a friend. If you like what we do and you think others want to hang out, bring them. Let's go.
Facts.
Do you want to read it?
Fair enough. I'll read it. I won't get as, I think, humstrung on it as I think you will with this, but
all right.
Spaz, thank you for the $10 super chat because I'll wait until we get through the show to a commercial. The reels might come off here, but another very normal day, very normal in quotations, day in the IWC. A streamer, parentheses, much bigger than myself, accuses me of making fun of their dead cat. What? How did that come up? Cow?
How did you work that into the combo?
You're right. Thank God for you, great brothers. Well, we can talk about the good brothers,
right?
Too. They might be AEW bound, but
how was Spaz supposed to know the guy's cat's name was Asshole? I have no idea. Like, that's not
fair. How dare you call me that? My cat asshole just died yesterday.
Maven?
Yeah, but how did you bring that? How did you bring up a dead cat get involved?
Yeah, how we get
That's
there?
The biggest question. That's the biggest mystery there. Not gonna lie, you had me in the first half.
Absolutely. I mean, again, the IWC has been a whirlwind as of late. And like you said, we're probably going to get into it as we get through the bit of the show here. But Spaz, thank you again for the super chat. Remember, folks, it's your way to guarantee we click on your message. As we get busier, we click on more messages than anybody out there. So we do love these conversations. So just make sure you use that super chat if you feel like we're missing you.
Right. Well, see, I spoke his name and he appeared. Stoner Jesus. In the name of the
Let's go. Bum. Yeah, I woke up and chose violence today. It's been an interesting.
No, they just opened the gates. If you went to Twitter today, and we won't touch on this, this is just a teaser for later. If you went to Twitter today, you found a lot of shit to be mad at.
It was landmines everywhere. That's the way I looked at it all day.
It was Minesweep, and I never fucking could figure out that game.
It was definitely Minesweep all the way, and I just kept bombing. Oh, another one. Shit.
Facts. As I got now.
Forever.
I have forever now. Usually I got ahead of me.
It's so weird by like 2 seconds, but. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to sync up at home, feel free to do so. Together. Nick and I are locked in, ready to go. NXT is going to be fun. And again, we're going to keep the conversation lively, keep that chat going. And again, the next couple of streams are going to be very interesting as far as opinions go.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit to talk about.
As we go back to last week, MSG to open this one up.
That was a hell of a visual, though, that you started off with the silhouette of Stephanie, and we about to talk the fuck on that. But yeah, wrestling god, put a linchpin in that. We'll definitely come back to that. But the silhouette of Vaquer and then cuts into New York City and everything. Hell of a visual.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this video package itself, and I know there's some debate out there about video packages right now, but great. Second to none in the business as far as being able to make the visuals, the video packages. This is good. They're hyping her up a lot. This is all about Stephanie tonight.
100%. That's why they're goddamn. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is there a backdoor chance that all of this is because Julia's fast tracked up?
That's a lot faster than even Roxanne was, though.
A lot faster than a lot of people.
Right. So, I mean, maybe, but that's like a small percent. Like, that's a percent of a percent.
Right.
Small March shouting NXT. Samurai Raider, what up? We got MSM FM 99.6. I found out it sounds like I'm doing a radio can call out. You're listening to the Eagle 99.6 FM.
Patch us into that radio station. Let's go.
Well, we'd be live in Uganda, I guess. Shout out, watching from Uganda.
We are global, folks.
I got bros in different area codes. Hi, Jada. Do you have Stephanie lose the first match, and it almost makes like Jada might have a little bit more of a viable chance to actually win the second one because she's already lost once that night? Because respectfully, I love me some Jada.
Yeah.
Big fan of Jada ever since she showed up.
Yeah.
But she ain't winning tonight.
Well, again, I mean, if you do the angle of maybe the champion gets jumped, maybe the champion gets hurt during her first match. I mean, the advantage is to the challenger in the second match. Undeniable.
Yeah. So we're starting.
Oh, let's go.
Off with the world title match. We're starting off with Jada versus. Oh, she's losing that last match. This is weird.
That's an odd choice, Batman.
Yeah, bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him.
Yeah, unless
Miss Parker.
All right, folks. So it looks like the opening match tonight will be Jada Parker versus Stephanie Vaquer, and I will put a poll up. Who wins? Who wins? Who wins?
Oh, there's plenty of people with polls up about this. But did you see that? Ice Cube's son out there even did the hi, Miss Parker.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Jada has star written all over her, but here comes Steph, the champ.
Right.
Sorry, I was just saying, get your votes in, folks.
Fair enough. I'll read off Spaz's super chat here with another $10 super chat. Share the love, folks. My co-host Jake (parentheses countdown ended) is going live after NXT. I won't be there as I'm dealing with back issues tonight. And IWC weirdos apparently. Tell them I said please and thanks.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Thank you again, Spaz. But Stephanie, 2-belt Steph in the house. Stephanie Hogan. Shut up, Boston.
Jesus H. Christ.
I love it. Hi there, everybody. Liv should be NXT champion.
Don't provoke the fucker. Don't provoke him.
Like it, the ladies.
Like it, the ladies. Yes. How you doing?
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. How much?
No. Yeah, that's too funny. How much? All right, folks, we're on, and I swear to God, we're take this
on with colors on.
Right? So, yeah, this is a weird decision.
Now this tells me for sure she's losing that North American title.
Yes, that definitely feels the case.
She's now going to be probably going to end the show. She's already had this match. This definitely for sure tells me Jada's not winning. And definitely tells me that Fallon's probably winning, and they didn't fully intend for Stephanie to have both belts right now.
That sounds about right.
Because Jordan wins the North American off of Fallon, and then Stephanie faces whoever, Cora Jade, who gives somebody at Stand and Deliver.
There's only one Hogan. It's Rhea Hogan. I love that. That's funny. That's perfect though. I done run with the pack. Yes, really. Let's go. What's up, bro?
Any dogs in the house?
Miss Parker for the win. Let's see how the chat's doing over here. 75%. Steph, Parker getting 21. Nobody down to 3. So a very interesting choice. I do question, and I know I can hear the IWC typing already. The world title went before the mid-card title. Stupid. They hate women.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're trying to bait me into a conversation that I'm trying to watch Miss Parker right now.
We're not. We're just poking the bear.
Right, we're poking at a fucking balloon that's ready to pop here. But yes, well, MSM letting us know definitely we're global. So yeah, we were international. My God, well, we've been on the European tour. Right,
for sure. Big slam by Parker.
Brandon,
man, I mean, the way I thought it was going to happen tonight, I was like, man, if Parker like took advantage of like an injured Steph, I think you could do something with Parker as champ. I think she's that good.
No, way too fast.
But I like her, bro. Man, if you got a star, you got a star.
You would go from Julia to Stephanie to Jada Parker within like 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Jesus, that's fast. As the whole women's locker room watching with Ava of like, what is she kidding? Well, this is detention, and we're all gonna watch this match now. Yeah, we're all gonna act like we like each other.
Stab up, spins around. Oh, looked like she slipped, but caught her.
Yeah, see, Nick is in his happy place. KJ, leave him alone.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh.
We want hot potato, Nick. No, that's with the men's belts. That's why we're going to get multi-men mania.
We might get a multi-person stand and deliver as well.
Oh, no, I think that's what you get. I was wishing that we were going to get that as your TNA kind of Worlds Collide, but apparently Roadblock was that.
I don't know they're officially done yet. We still have Gigi and Tatum over there.
Yeah, we had all the women's tag teams show up in TNA.
Yeah, we might. I don't think we're done with that, but a lot of things are happening in TNA, so I wonder how that will affect anything.
Right, but
if they sell to the dub, I'm gonna be so mad because I'm gonna be like, "Shit, they called it."
Maybe that's where they're moving moves and everything.
It feels like an offloading.
It seems like a little bit of let's, lighten this load a little.
It feels like an offloading. It feels like get
just
on the
wee bit.
You guys might want to get on this life raft before the ship goes under.
Might have been saying this for pretty much about a year that they would end up selling to the WWE.
I was like, don't do it.
It's looking a lot more likely than it ain't.
My God. I don't love it. I don't love the idea just because I want the competition out there. That's what's pissing me off about their quote unquote competition. Hang around. We need different flavors.
Well, yes, but they've kind of already, to some people, just because of who they associate with, who they sit at the lunch table with, they've got other flavors already attached to them. So now they have been labeled as the enemy, which now, granted, as I'm in picture, but
I have Jada working over Steph, as you do as well.
Yeah, picking her up right now. But for those who don't know, we'll get into this one at least. But for those who don't know, Gail Kim, as well as a few other executives, I can't remember all of their names, but Gail Kim's the most notable one, was let go from TNA today around like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock-ish or so thanks, but no thanks. And so now Delirious of Ring of Honor booking fame is now going to be essentially head of TNA Creative.
Yeah. Crazy. And I mean, I like Delirious. I know Delirious has done good work. Other people speak highly of Delirious. But my God, it's still shockwaves. I guess the list is Gail Kim, Ariel Schnerner, Rob Zingman.
That's not a name. That's not a name.
It fully is.
They call me Schnerner. That's not my name. That's not my name.
Michael Shushwenko earlier today. So Karen Clevitt, Sebastian. Why are all these names crazy? Dastarn, Romy, and Raphael are all released.
No one books like Gaston. Does heel turns like Gaston. Well, because I do have a statement from TNA as regarding their restructuring, if you want me to read off. But even then, you saw all of like Steph Lander, you saw a lot of the Knockouts division very much get super vocal on Twitter about this, of like, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
Because Gail Kim was so impactful and had such a hand in that whole division.
Yeah, I mean, again, and Gail's been such a big proponent of all the success they've had. Again, is it are we clearing house for something else to happen? We'll see. Do they feel that maybe less people can get the same job done? Maybe. I don't know. We don't know the full story as of yet. But seeing the wrestlers react, it's like, if you're on a plane and the flight attendant's calm, everything's okay. But when you start seeing the flight attendant get nervous, and that's what it feels like with the wrestlers, is that they seem like, what the hell's going on? Now is reason
feels reminiscent to when they let Scott go, and that's already what kind of lit the beacons of maybe they're trying to get out while they can get out and make the most profit, the most bang for your buck, selling this off. So now where does Gail Kim go? Does she end up in WWE? I would honestly love her to go to AEW and actually do fucking something with that women's division. The talent in that women's division and what she's done with the Knockouts division. She could do wonders there if just leave her unfiltered, just let her fucking have it, Tony.
Backstabber by Parker. I mean, again, she's an asset. I mean, where is she at with her career? Does she want to continue? Again, lots to unfold with this story. We say it all the time. Like, again, we're not going to overstep because we're trying to figure it out. But Gail's an asset to anywhere. I love Gail Kim. I know she has huge fanfare. I mean, if you could get her back in the dub to work backstage and then like sprinkle in a match, that'd be kind of cool. But Steph,
she was head of your women's division. If I'm Triple H, if I'm HBK, I'm doing that today. I am doing that faster than I signed Ricky Saints.
Jordan Grace got up and walked out. 619. Does Stephanie call it something else? Does she have a different area code than?
I'm not sure. Would it be a 916? I mean, she's Chilean.
305 or 404.
1738.
Oh, wow. That might be the first time that's ever been dropped on any of these streams. That's jokes.
We didn't get Spaz's $5. Sorry. Okay. With all the whispers today, who would you rather make a Fed return debut? Respectfully, Spaz, I know you didn't mean anything by it. I hate when now, because of fucking Twitter, I hate the term Fed. But WWE.
Dos
amigos. Questions just for fun. Paige, Mina, Gail, Britt, Amber, Abaddon. Well, Paige has said she would be willing to come back.
I mean, again, very generic answer. I think what's
I didn't answer it. I just said
no from Paige. But the one thing I do find with her is she's talking like she's never going back. They just released her brother, but she said on the one radio show of like, I wanted my brother to have a job there, and I don't know. I'm a little surprised with this. I mean, there is something for Paige in wrestling. I don't think she was booked well, and I don't think it worked as good as she hoped in AEW. That's my opinion. I want Dub to sign Mina, though. And just because I'm a petty bitch.
Petty bitch move. We talked about this before when you went live. And petty bitch move. But yeah.
Jordan up on the apron distracting Jada.
Oh. How did you get there? I've got to roll through.
I got to roll through as well.
2, Oh, I missed Jordan apparently. How did you miss a big bitch like that? Sorry.
Because you were looking at me, my pretty
face. You beautiful bastard, you.
You big beautiful bastard.
You big beautiful bastard, you.
Gail
so
Kim,
is that the feud for Stand and Deliver? Is Jordan no title, Jordan Jada?
Could be
Battle of the Jays. Who comes first in the dictionary?
What happens with Steph? But Steph gets the first win in a pretty good match. You know, we get the fluff ending because we need to build to Stand and Deliver. But overall, a decent match. I know a lot of people are going to criticize the North American title going first, and I would agree. I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, no, I actually got distracted. I realized that I got distracted doing a LeBron taunt that Jada does. So I was looking down doing that and didn't realize Jordan Grace was there. Right. So I literally was like Jada Parker with that. But yeah,
oh, wait a minute. So yeah, they're setting up Fallon to get this dub.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Natty. Fallon rocking Natty's old gear.
I was gonna say I thought that was Natty for half a second, but now if Stephanie wins this, boy, how did you look like a bum?
Yeah, a little bit, but wow, JC, all the sentons.
How's you doing? Go.
Digs to the Pats. Let's effing go. Before we clown.
You didn't have that problem, child.
Shit. Digs to the Pats.
I had no idea. So thank you, Boston, for breaking that news to me. But you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. We went farther than them this year. So we've got Trick and Javon backstage, which again I think we're setting up of this being the kind of feud beforehand. This feels like Trick and Carmelo just tricks in Carmelo's spot.
Yeah, I would agree with that in a lot of ways. So yeah, I mean, I think Trick might have a hand in what happens later on.
I'm gonna keep shocking,
and they're getting a little more like again a little bass in Javon's voice.
I think they're just turning the fucking bass on the audio down because I mean, this is still a little bit of a chihuahua barking like a big dog.
Right, Fallon.
Stay with your chest. I don't got a chest. See, I wouldn't mind though if like Javon kind of just ran the Heritage Cup division for a bit, what have you?
Really?
Like, I don't know. Just make it fucking matter. It's there. Do something with it.
Give it to Javon and make it a little more cruiserweighty than tech. You know,
do your 205 live as you wanted to come back.
The Heritage Division, the Lucha Division,
cruiserweights,
the Lucha Division, which the WWE is so fond of.
We made it almost a half hour. We've made it almost a half hour. Are we in a commercial? I don't know. We're getting an advertisement for Steph's place.
Yeah. How about just get rid of it? I'm down. That would be plan B for me. I mean, either one, TJ. I don't love it. Oh, we got Punk and Steph.
Right. And we got a lot of punks talking about on Twitter. How about that? But yeah. Do we want to talk about Grande Americano and the fucking Twitter pearl clutching pussy bullshit that's fucking been going on?
Whoa.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, here's the thing. We've done this for a long time now, quite a while. We're getting our reps in. We watch all the wrestling. We give you our 2 cents. We're not always right. We don't feel like we're always right. We've had our opinions changed, our minds changed. Shit changes all the time. We always wanted to champion this community and this big community. And today was a weird day. And Nick said it. Felt like every time I opened Twitter or opened Blue Sky or opened whatever, it was just crying and whining and complaining moment after moment. I'll give you a perfect example before we get into the big reason why we started this.
Yeah.
The video going around, if you haven't seen it, there was a dark match. The WWE ref is going to throw Vaquer out of ringside. As he's setting it up, the crowd's with him. He does a cartwheel, points out. The crowd goes nuts. It's a funny moment. Ha. Good times were had by all. Like the first 5 comments were all like, if AEW did this, we'd be mad. And it's this incessant negativity That's why we said goodbye, IWC. That's why we are the WFU. But I was shocked to see the outright groundswell of negativity and anger and fake bullshit. I'm upset about this Chad Gable thing. What I'm going to say off the top is, if you don't get the shtick, we can't fix stupid. I'm sorry.
They know he's not real, right? Like, they know it's Chad Gable in a mask, right?
All the comments that came out about, I'll get to the more serious matter in a second, Nick, but yeah, all this stuff about like they used AI. This is sloppy, $1 billion company using AI. Do you understand, when you are that ignorant, nobody looks bad but you. Nobody takes your opinion seriously. It is just fucking mind-numbing to listen to this completely nonsensical bullshit. Why would they use the AI? Because it's not real. It's supposed to look shit and phony, so it fits the story. Would you agree, Nick?
It's supposed to be Vegas. I love this though from Arthur. I thought that was Nick as Grande El Americano. Yeah,
right.
I am Captain America. But yes, no, that's the fucking point of this. And it's your buddies, your favorites now, Cultaholic. I saw them fucking tweeting this out of
just hate bait.
There's backlash, there's outrage over they use AI. It's supposed to be fake, you fucking idiots.
Well, like, no. Beyond that, and I mean, again, everyone is everywhere
to where we get angry, folks. Don't worry.
But the Cultaholic guys, they got under my skin because it's just hate bait, and it's constant, and it's a lot of people. A lot of people use Meltzer's bullshit, and it's hate bait. And I'm not saying there's not a collection of people on both sides that don't irritate me, because some of the Dub fans can't help themselves, and they're just swinging with a bigger bat, so it's almost bullying at some points. But listen. To spin this into anything outside of a gimmick, a storyline, some people pointed out as a negative, but this storyline has been run multiple times by multiple people, even CM Punk dressed up as a luchador. It's happened. But all that being said, there's a collection out there that wants to paint WWE as this big, bad, racist, corporate giant. I'm going to tell you, Nick, because I'm a Canadian, I'm on the outside looking in. The Americans, I love y'all. You're a big part of what we do here, but the whole world doesn't see blue-red. So to boil all this shit down to blue-red issues, one, has nothing to do with any of this. Two, this is why we can't have fun. We have shitty Disney movies. This is why we can't have any jokes. Everybody gets mad at comedians. It is insane. Just everything offends. And the vast majority of the people who are rapidly typing their anger are white people who should shut the fuck up, period. Like, I get it. I mean, I understand my upbringing was very multicultural. Where I kind of cut my teeth, it was a completely, I don't know if immersive is the right word, but I was surrounded with culture. That's one of the benefits of my neighborhood and being in Canada. But ultimately, Nick, it's this petty, crying, whining bullshit that you just take everything. And I get it. If you're too fucking dumb to get the point, if you don't understand the joke, and then when you question it and go, I can't believe they did this, it's so silly. Now you're a part of the joke. You're falling for said ruse, and you look really dumb. I don't know if I overspoke on that, but my God, the political bullshit, trying to drag race into everything. We have lots of friends in our community that are Latino that were retweeting it. One of our cohorts is doing her own thing about it. Are you kidding me? Are you seriously kidding me?
I'm just more upset that I have Lash and Jakara and Gigi and Tatum talking right now. So don't be distracted by them, folks, as I'm going to say what I got to say about this. But yeah, this is what me and KJ were literally earlier today of like, we got to talk about this because, yeah.
I chose violence. I went like, I couldn't help but call people out. It's mind-numbing. Like, we always try to take that like high road. But
yeah, but it's funny and it's perfectly fitting because you're Canadian. Like, people forget because of us being in the U.S. and I'll come back to the comment I clicked on, but because of me being in the U.S. and you being in Canada, and we're in cross international, we're enemies of friends right now and everything. But yeah, no, sometimes you just gotta fucking spade a spade. But I like this though from Alex of shout out to the Gulf of America. That's what I said. They know he's not real, right? They know like wrestlers can come from fake places. Where the boogeyman didn't really come from the pit of nothing. Undertaker's really not from Death Valley. Like,
green bastard, parts unknown.
My guy, you're implanting your own fucking prejudicial fucking bias onto this. And like you said, it's so much to me. And that's what I think is the most hilarious shit about all of this.
Yeah.
Is it's people getting offended on other people's behalf. And this is me talking. This is not the channel talking. This is me talking of that is the stupidest fucking take you could ever have. Because as I'm seeing people, oh, this is so racist. Oh my God, can you believe this fucking AI? They faked the Lucha history when they have so many historic luchadors. That's the fucking point. He's supposed to be a heel. Dumbass. And then seeing content creator after content creator after other content creator, I'm like, I'm Hispanic, and I don't get what the fucking problem is. To people that have even had, like, I'll say her name, even though we're not the biggest fans, but Demon Diva and everything like that. She's been very much involved with the Lucha Libre culture and everything like that, and thought it was fucking hilarious. Like, you're getting mad about other people.
Hilarious.
Right, that's the thing, is it's fucking stupid. They're playing off of all of the shit that's going on in America. And if you don't get the fucking joke, sorry it missed you. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I will let the people know that Ricky Starks is cutting a very good interview right now, and it's being interrupted by Sean Spears.
Yes, I was on a very good rant, and it was interrupted.
But again,
blood pressure. Fuck, I still wish I had the clip there of me saying before I'm not going to have a coronary.
Right?
Like, you couldn't literally open Twitter without seeing that bullshit and getting mad.
It was everywhere. It was everywhere. Now, like another perfect example, Lexis King did an interview. In the interview, he was quoted as saying, I feel like NXT provides me more structure, which is good for me. Innocuous, polite, positive of his current employer. And the comments were just littered with, oh, MAGA this and MAGA that. And, big bad dub. Where's your dad now? And I'm like, guys, he didn't even give it. All he said was he likes his job. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing?
And then even then, still, with the green bastard, what? El Generico, what? Harley Graham, what? Los Conquistadors, which was Edge and Christian, what? Like, all that's cool, but this shit, because it's clearly Chad Gable under a fucking mask.
Yeah,
because he said Gulf of America.
Well, and the Gulf American thing is fucking hilarious. Like, you have to understand why it was done. Like, they're not like, again, it's a make-believe thing. Like,
it's not real. It's not real.
Like, are you mad? Like, if someone references Narnia?
Asgard isn't fucking real.
Right? Are we going to Narnia? Like, what
Narnia? Middle Earth?
But, like, guys, like, wake up. Start having fun. That's what you guys, like, there's so many people that just are no fun. I said it the other night. You are no fun. You have nothing but a keyboard to your life, and you're not fun. You're not fun to be around.
We need a shirt.
Not fun.
We need a shirt that says touch grass and smoke grass.
But this is good between Spears and Ricky. And again, Ricky going after the North American title is not terrible.
Not at all. Not at all. And running back that old AEW food.
Mm-hmm.
But
right.
Spaz to give us a reprieve for $5 here with a super chat.
That's not true. That's not true.
I don't know. I didn't read it. You're reading before the rest of the class, sir. There are legit petitions on the line saying stop WWE from going overseas if the fans continue to be. Right.
Well, here's the thing with that. They're booing Bianca because Io is over. They want Io to win this situation. They're booing Rhea. They're booing Bianca. Somehow, back to the race card. And it's driving me nuts, man. And again, I have no tolerance for hate. I have no tolerance for bigotry. I have no tolerance for not being accepting of other people's shit. But we got to stop being stupid. And this somehow, if we can paint this company and the people that cheer for it as racist, it makes our company better. It's not a good take. And again, the minute you start speaking like this, you're making yourself look stupid. If you're going to watch the wrestling, find something you like about it. What the fuck are you watching for?
I tried so hard right there, not just for the comedic aspect, to pull the fucking Michael Caine, Austin Powers, and the Dutch. When you're like,
Right?
those who hate
And
other
the
people's
Dutch.
culture. And I was about to go, and the Dutch. And I'm like, no, man, spitting. As I got Hank and Tank on my screen.
Right?
I need a Hank and Tank jersey. Like, we need that.
MCMG.
Oh, fuck. I've heard people out, weren't they supposed to be the biggest tag team? Yeah.
People are getting on my nerves, man. Come to the WFU. We get this.
You know it's WrestleMania season because people are saltier than a motherfucker.
About everything, but it was the same thing last year. That's what I love. If people go back in their timeline, the same people complaining about this year, and we're also complaining last year. We can't win. So you have to ignore certain people. And that's why we want to be the kumbaya, but we're going to get some shit off our chest before we go back to kumbaya.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a reason we formed the WFU.
Right. Again, as long as you can come with facts and explain yourself, you're allowed to have an opinion. But
have an open dialogue. That's what it is. It's an open dialogue and an actual discussion instead of like instantly jump to like, well, I don't like the wrestler you like, so you want to murder my family. Like, that's not how do we get to there?
Yeah. 316, that's an absolutely ignorant comment, bud. And I need you to think twice before you hit send on things like this. It is inaccurate. I can list out 100 reasons why that's wrong. If you paid attention to the shows and watched the booking, you wouldn't say stuff like that, and that stuff will get you, escorted out. Thank you.
Like you said.
Tony Khan crying in his bed over the promo. Did you laugh on a more happy note as we got Tyson and Tyreek coming out? I will put a poll up. Did you like the whole I work with children?
Whoa, oh fucking Christ. Now you really had to follow up with that because I had
we're not getting in, like that one should be fun.
No, because I had so many people that were like, well, Phil, just let it go. It's like, well, clearly you didn't either, bitch. So pot meat kettle.
Yeah, but again, it's almost bullying because when you're winning the way he's winning, it's almost just poking a scab.
I don't think he fucking cares.
He
That's
doesn't.
the thing.
He doesn't.
People on Twitter care a lot more about that shit than he does.
He just loves triggering people every once in a while. Remind you that he's there.
Yeah, I don't. To me, it was nothing. I mean, if it is him still bitter about it, so what? If it made you have to tweet about it, that's weird. But yeah.
No, but here's the thing. And I'll talk about this when we get another kind of little break, and maybe this tag team might be the actual break. But I think it's funny with that because that's just fun. I like that pettiness. Like, I know there's things being talked about right now about this whole AEW doing spring breakthrough. I love that pettiness. I'm not going to get mad at it.
You explained already at length at times that you enjoy being a petty bitch. You are a fickle fuck.
If I was Triple H, I'd be phoning Mina's agent just to sign her, say I did it, even if you never used her. I'm petty. Do it. I'm not serious.
I decided just to say I did it. Jesus.
Right? Put her in the main event with Jade Cargill. I don't care what you do.
But we do have Tyson and Tyreek taking on Christ almighty, made me forget their name. Hank and Tank. The team rebirth. Pause. But yes, Hank and Tank versus TNT right now. Yeah. Let us know who you taking.
We got TNT.
I actually like both teams.
KJ is Tom Petty. I'm free falling, bro. Free falling.
KJ Petty Boy White.
Yeah. Did not come to fuck around. But I mean, again, so what ends up happening now is, and again, Meltzer, we talk about Meltzer a lot, cultaholic. These just hate, they can't help themselves but drive hate. They can't help themselves but be completely one-sided or the other. I'm not mad at AEW for celebrating this whole Nitro thing. Yes, there's a whole bunch of variables that make it kind of bullshit. And we said it's a bit of a weird flex. But I mean, in a company that's not getting a whole lot of dubs, this kind of feels like one. And if they are going to be petty, I mean, again, just don't cry when it goes the other way. And that's the double standard. The hypocrisy is a nightmare.
But that's the thing, is just shut the fuck up. Like, that's the thing, really, with it. I know I always quote the Busta verse of, you gotta get away, and all that, but, but it's, little homie, shut the fuck up.
Right.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was trying to find a GIF of JBL running around with the flashlight.
Oh my fuck. That's fine.
Hank up, dropping bombs.
Right?
Petty Murphy, yes. Petty Pendergrass.
Fuck your booking.
Right? You got what I need. Teddy
Godness.
Petty White, that's my favorite. Petty White. Thank you for being a friend.
Travel down the road and back again.
What's up, guys? What's up, John? What's up? How you doing? Folks, get in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know what you're thinking about. I know we're flirting with triple digits here tonight. We appreciate all the love. Don't forget Dynamite tomorrow. And if you don't know, TNA, Thursday night, we're here for a TNA. It's going to be a good one, of course, as we do have Gigi Tatum taking on the Elegances. That's what I call them. Tough break.
Yeah, we got NXT on Thursday night.
That's it. And then Friday, of course, SmackDown, 3:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live. And then we got court coming up. And then we're in a sprint. We got all your wrestling. We got extra pay-per-views, more original content, more fun stuff, our Mania Marathon. So make sure you let everyone you know about the WFU, about the Wrestling for Life Network, and be a part of the Wrestling Utopia, the place where you're allowed to have opinions.
Right. And sorry, I popped myself pause in the middle of that because I just thought of, Petty Lee instead of Getty Lee. So I was just instantly thinking of modern day warrior and me.
Spaz, I can't click on that, bro, but thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna pass by. There you go. Exactly.
Yeah, thank you, Spaz, but we'll catch you on the flip side with that one.
Yeah. Does the new group attack? That'd be cool.
Oh, fuck. That's the last thing I need to see right now. After everything, after the stupidity that has been Twitter today, the last thing I need to see is dark states, dark matter. They don't matter.
No, Tag is pumped.
Yeah, well, what the fuck did they cut the audio out for?
A Tope Hank Zito in the house.
Yeah, but they just cut the audio out for no reason. All of a sudden, I heard nothing.
Petty LaBelle. I'm loving these, man.
I'm loving it. Rush was one of my favorite bands. So was my Fun.
I never loved them. I'm sorry.
Really?
I just didn't. Nope.
To be fair, the only song of theirs that I like is Tom Sawyer.
Pretty much.
Like I won't deny I popped when it popped up in Iron Claw.
Yeah. No, see, I love Tom Sawyer. I think that song Closer to the Heart, it got played so many times here in Canada that I felt like if I ever heard it again, I was like Paul Rudd in 40-Year-Old Virgin of like, if you don't get him off my TV.
Closer to the heart. Yeah, because I found it recently was Rush Hoo-Ha. Yeah, he doesn't get booked in AEW, but the band is over as fuck. But when they had South Park do the little intro for them, and then it cuts into modern day warrior, me.
Right.
Capone, what up? WTF chance, Nick. What? On screen? Oh, was that why they blanked out the audio?
Maybe.
No, that's Roosh.
Roosh. Slap at the bass. Slap at the bass. WTF chance. All right. What's up? I think so.
Oh, fucking Spaz. Spaz, I love you. Say something that we can actually click on.
I don't want to have to delete a super chat, bro. Be nice.
Yeah, my guy.
Closer to the heart.
Facts.
Right? Like, come on now. Big double axe handle by Tyreek. Hank fighting out.
Right. Tom Sawyer was Kerry Von Erich's entrance music in WWE. Fucking badass.
In WWE.
Kerry's my favorite out of the Von Erichs. Keep it above.
Wow, I didn't realize that was in WWE. That's crazy.
I'm just going with his word for it. Don't trust it or can confirm it.
Right.
Mina versus EO. So Jacob's out there on your fucking wavelength.
Right.
So it was Holy Sugar Honey Iced Tea chance.
Yes.
There
no, what the fuck? Holy shit. We got you. Corey had a big message about the IWC. I'm not going to click on it, but yeah, I mean, great. I mean, I lost you a little bit at the end, and we'll talk a little more about that coming up, Corey, about the comparisons. And the playing the comparison game is crazy because it's just like you're comparing a burger joint to fine dining. It's not the same, but both are good.
Well, it's just one of those. It's some of that shit that you just need to stop comparing shit to comparing shit. I think Christ, honestly, breaking the fourth wall, folks. I think you even mentioned this to me before of comparisons to the thief of joy. And I think that's actually even a John Cena line.
Right.
That's the thing is when you constantly have to be in this fucking pissing match with somebody. Whoa.
I get the distraction from Wesley. We get the win. TNT with the W.
Let's go.
But with Wesley works as like the heelish faction leader / manager.
Yeah, well, they've been doing stuff in TNA as well and everything. Of Christ, that's actually where when they were on our thumbnail and everything.
Yeah.
And Tyson was showing love to the channel and everything. So absolutely, yes. Stephanie's getting iced up.
Stephanie might not be able to go, Nick.
I am a double champion. I am Santina Morella. What were you asking me beforehand, sir?
I can't remember now.
God damn it. Folks, if you remember, let us know. What did I say?
Or I could. I don't know what you said. I would not mind if Wesley and Carmelo tag team could work. Yeah, I could see the reason why that could come together. Young blood.
Yeah, so we're going right into Javon Evans versus Ethan Page here.
Lexus
Kid. Not Lex. Yeah, thank you. I got so used to fighting Ethan Page, it just became default. That was the last save file.
Yeah. I'm just quickly throwing a poll up, Nick, for that.
There you go.
Javon Evans, King. Speaking of King,
you saying something about the IWC. I think that's where.
Yes. So I mean, again, so what ends up happening, and I know our buddy Corey gave a comparable, and this is what's frustrating. We talked about it. If you're in a glass house, don't throw stones. I got too many sins to judge other sinners. So again, I always try and live by that. And that's what happens is when you have guys like Dave Meltzer in this talk, like they felt like mosquitoes, they felt like gnats, and it just felt like everywhere I turned today, there was just it was just like a pack of wild chihuahuas. That's the best way to describe them. And they
the rat of the dog species.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a failure to realize like they're the problem. Like you people, and I know I'm not supposed to use that term, but that collective group are the problem. They are the ones like that have no sense. That can because my opinions are right, I can talk to you any way I feel like. That's not how this game works. But so Corey used the comparison of the house burning down. So everyone from that group that was real vocal about Chad Gable, they have a luchador on commentary. He's from Detroit. He's from Michigan. But that's okay. There is a video of him using racial slurs. He actually had to miss an episode of Dynamite, so he didn't bring bad press to the show a couple years back. That's okay. We said Gulf of America, burn in hell. It doesn't make sense to me. Jericho running around with Gravity's mask. Where was Jericho's wife on January 6th a couple years back? We all know how conservative the Bucks are. We got Harley Graham. That happened. MJF had a mega gimmick for a month. And then you have the Bullet Club writing MJF's names on pennies as an anti-Semitic joke. Now, what I just did was prove the hypocrisy. My issue is I don't want to prove the hypocrisy. I don't want to play this but you game. And that's what these negative comments, this drive on negativity, that's all it does. It becomes a one-upmanship. Because I can sit here all day and blow up these bullshit arguments. And you can do the same, Nick. But now we're just bashing AEW. I don't want to jump on that bandwagon. We've seen even JD get out of his fucking digital car and jump in the bandwagon. We're trying to stay neutral, but we can't, to ignore the ignorance and to ignore the just outright idiot takes. There's legitimate racism. There's legitimate problems. There is legitimate systemic issues in this world, and there's far bigger issues than what we're dealing with wrestling. So when you start trying to bleed it in, again, we go to wrestling to get away from all of that shit, Nick. We don't want it. Let's just you want to criticize something, fine. But leave your politics, your hate speech, and your fucking clickbait to yourselves. And that's why
so fucking tired of the white knighting, the fucking virtue signaling, it doesn't get you fucking cool points. Twitter isn't real. People want to talk about you. We want to interview people from Queen of the Ring and everything like that about, how much wrestling you don't know you're going to win before you win and all of that shit. Fucking wrestling doesn't get you cool points. Wrestling doesn't get, you with, all of a sudden your phone's blowing up and everything from that. Because Susie in fucking chemistry class all of a sudden likes you because she saw your fucking tweet.
Yeah.
Stop acting like Twitter's real life, because honestly, a lot of what you motherfuckers would say, and not anyone listening to us, but this is global consciousness, IWC. A lot of what you motherfuckers say wouldn't carry a fucking stone's fucking weight in the real world. You would never say any of this shit.
Right. Well, I mean, again, I open Twitter just to see if there's any news updates while we're live here. And the first thing I see is the video of El Grande coming out. And Mr. Phil, I won't say his last name, with a good following, poor taste to say the least. Let's have some fun. I want some fun in this world. You're killing all the fun. I know everyone's worried about the world coming to an end. My God, you're boring us to death. That's what is happening. We can't make jokes. We can't do shit. Can't do shit.
It is to me. Well, no, it's to me. And I like this, though, from Boston of actually it's called X. You're showing innerism. But I feel now at this point, it's a bit as I've got Fraxton getting interviewed, and respectfully, my guys, you can have that. And even what I'm mad at, I feel like that right now. I'm John Cena of you're making this too easy.
It's just,
This is 100% the reason why we're like, no, we're done with this IWC bullshit. I've already hated the fucking term. It's cringe as shit to use. And now we're like, no, we're done because this is just an echo chamber of stupid. So respectfully, nah, you can have that. And it reminds me of Cena, and I'm pivoting to a different thing, but it reminds me of Cena on Monday of literally just has to sit there and hold the microphone over his shoulder, and you could hear the fucking John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. It's too easy.
No, and again, I mean, we're all for it. We're all for it. Me and you screaming and yelled at each other as Lexus King is coming out, but it's the ignorance. It doesn't have to be hateful. If you're about to correct somebody that you've never met before with a counter argument, I might get a little sarcastic with people, but try and end it with but we can all enjoy the fun, can't we? There's got to be a better way. I don't see hockey fans or baseball fans, maybe I'm wrong, or football fans, but like we fucking hate football. Football shit. It's all shit, not shit. They might be mad about a game. They might be mad about the refs. They might hate a team, but they love their sport. And
to hell with that NFC football. You're only watching the real football over on AFC. That's where the best football. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, and I mean, again, I think it's this weird dynamic of eat your own. This match should be really fun. But
we're just gangbanging on breakfast now.
Yeah. But yes, we got Javon, we got Lexus King, folks. We got more coming your way. Make sure you get in that chat. How do you feel about what's going on out there? Again, just stop being so soft. Soft, your baby poo
just
soft.
Be willing to have a discussion.
We'd
be willing to have a discussion.
Right? You shouldn't be triggered by everything, folks. And if it's not your fight, shut the fuck up. Please.
If you fall for everything, you'll stand for nothing.
With great power comes great
respect. Great respect. Thank you, Tony Stark. As KJ turned out his, I guess, Stark. What? Just blocked them all. No, kid. At this point, I almost just entertaining of it. Lets me know where the line is, as I've got Javon and Lexus. Javon right now with a neck crank on Lexus here, but Javon tall. No, not quite. I don't know what his X1 is. USFL is where the real football players play. Exactly. It's like when Vince tried to do the XFL, the no fun league, just call it the NFL, the no fun league and everything. Like, look how that blew up in his fucking face like a comet cigar. Jesus. And it's always so funny to me that the ones that preach just enjoy wrestling's for everybody type of shit, are the ones that have the most fucking vile, vitriol shit to say and everything. Like, I'm sorry that I like CM Punk and you don't, but that doesn't mean my family needs to, be, fall on a disease because you fucking don't like the same wrestler I do. Jesus Christ. As I see a super chat from Spaz, I'm trying to find. There we go. Spaz, don't steer me wrong here, but Spaz with a $10 super chat. As I see 100 people kicking it with us. Let's see if we've been floating around. We've been flirting with this triple digits. See if we can stay above that mark here, but I've never said I'm better than anyone. I don't even go into thinking F you, I'm right, but I am self-aware enough to know that if I'm an adult in a conversation, there's a problem. I don't know if the vitamins are making me not get the end of that. We can be adults and have conversations, but I don't. Somebody might have to correct me on what I might be messing with there. But yeah, no, I get the overall sentiment of, yeah. Actually have a goddamn discussion about it instead of just, nope, you're wrong. Liv's great. Rhea sucks. Rhea Hogan. No, you're wrong. You're stupid. You're dumb. No, actually have a discussion. Back up what you say. Say it with your chest. When I think of XFL, shout out Alex, I guess. But Javon taking out Lexus here. XFL homo, he hate me. The most famous XFL player is Tope Con Javon. As I don't even think he intended to do that, but the man sat there and slid perfectly onto the announce desk and then hits the as my background falls away as I go in picture. But yeah, no, he hate me 100%. Definitely Rod Smart out there, the kick returner for the Carolina Panthers. MDB, that vitamin's definitely got you, Nick. You got to read it slower, bro. What you said all of that and then didn't explain what I missed? How are you going to sit there and say all of that but not tell me what I missed, my guy? Lady B, yes. Sean, the whole issue starts with a generation issue, quotations. People from different generations are very different on how they react to issues. I don't even think it's honestly at this point a generational issue, because I've seen respectfully people younger than me, people older than me, people on this side, people on that side. I think it is realistically down to a lot of this, it's fucking fake virtue signaling. It's flexing for fucking Twitter. Of people think Twitter is life. People don't know how to actually exist outside of that app. 100%, I think it is. However many followers is their fucking cool brownie points type of shit. And that's why they say shit just to, like, let's be honest, especially now under, Elon and everything. You can monetize Twitter. As I'm in a picture-in-picture, I'm in commercial break here. But you can monetize Twitter. So there's very much engagement farming that goes on there just because the amount of clicks, the amount of engagement they get on a fucking tweet depends on if they make, 50 cents or 75 cents. So let's be honest with that. That is happening. And that's a good section of the IWC, I would say, is very much just saying hot takes just because they know it's going to fucking piss people off. I think it's the bots on the internet causing problems. I at this point, I wish it was bots. If these people that, are out there spreading all of this, I wish they were bots. They very much float around, I feel like NPCs in life. But yeah, no. I don't even think, I think it's really, like I said, some people just literally go on there, and because they can rage bait, they can content farm, they can engagement farm, that they'll sit there, and because this guy and that guy will argue in their comments, they get, this much and everything because their tweet was engaged with that much and everything. That's what it is. You're taking, now Twitter has become, say, hot takes just because you're going to spark somebody to sit there and respond to you back, which is fucking ass of 8, ass of 9, ass of 10. Got that one. So is it sad that I've never been or had a Twitter or X, whatever, ever? No, honestly, Sean, realistically, at this point, you got out while the getting's good here. It really has become just such a fucking cesspool of wrestling engagement. It's a gigantic goddamn echo chamber. It's like if everyone opened their window and just yelled out their wrestling opinion, but expected you had to hear it and react to it. As Lex is trying to go for good, but the ref corrects him and even says, no, you don't have both shoulders down. I had hot takes before they were cool. Bars. There you go. Fucking sound like goddamn Cassie out here trying to be a battle rapper again. 316. Twitter is so bad with all different fan bases right now. Holy shit, 316. You actually said something we can all agree on. The world is healing. The world is healing, folks. Blaze, what up? What up? You missed out on OG Twitter. It was once a great platform. Well, I was there before, the Musk and the madness, but yeah. Good match thus far. Absolutely good match. Good match. Good match. I didn't realize it till I finished typing it. Corey, since KJ is gone, I heard that the CFL actually has 4 downs, but they punt on 3rd down just to be on the safe side because Canadians are conservative. I'm gonna let him have that, but that is getting awesome. But speaking of awesome, if this might be the one, the infamous, the only, the Grim Reaper that we've actually interviewed before, which if it is, go and check out our interview with Grim Reaper, which, Christ, even if it ain't, go and check it out. But absolutely go and check out all our interviews. But shout out again, proof positive, folks, that, we're the only channel out there that even the wrestlers are watching. But shout out Grim Reaper out there. Man's a New York City legend, absolutely big fan of the vitamins, big supporter, and absolutely GCW fucking legend, my guy. 316, yeah. Christopher Cox, Maple Leaf 6, Flyers 2, end of second period. Lightning 6, Penguins 0, end of second period. And that's sports with Christopher Cox. As what the fuck was that from Javon? It was like a springboard. That was when you're playing like good evil gentlemen. Good evening. Yeah, what up? Yeah, no, that's when you're fucking playing, No Mercy or something, Arrest Me in 2000 with your younger brother, and you just spamming everything. You just shoot everybody into the ropes. And over out here, Oba just powerbombing Javon on the apron side. What the holy? Why? Why is Oba out here? Is this even Oba? Well, Oba, are you a tuba or an Oba or a trombone?
Dude, I had to come back. I saw my buddy Grim in the chat. What up, Grim Reaper? One of the best interviews we ever did. The man makes me laugh. He's an absolute legend. Go give him some love. If he's in your town, go check him out. He is an absolute pro. I love that guy. And we do appreciate him coming on. Maybe we'll get you back on, Grim. But yeah. Lexus steals it, Nick.
100%. But yeah, no. I was like, I don't even know if I can trust that you're really Grim.
Right? I'm definitely feeling grim and reefery.
Oh, yeah. Oh, lights out. Fuck.
Lights out.
I was calm while you were gone. And then they're doing this stupid fucking lights out gimmick. Is Oba going to be the leader of this? Because why is Oba out here taking out Javon?
Oh, I don't think so. That'd be crazy.
Well, I don't know. Well, there's been the rumor that Trick's the secret leader.
I could see that.
Do they need a leader? That's not.
I thought Dion Lennox right now feels like the guy that's kind of stepped up to the plate.
But yeah, but why are they fighting? Trick comes out.
Javon.
What is this fucking segment?
It's chaos, and I like it.
It's making my brain hurt.
Oba and Trick being separated.
Yeah, but so you have everybody just out there clapping, and so Trick ran out thinking that he was taking out somebody.
He was going after
coming out of the crowd, and it was Javon and fucking stupid.
Trick went after Oba. Oba moved, hit Javon, and the Dark State just stands back, which does lend to this idea that is the Dark State tied to Trick. Is that why they're standing back?
Fair enough. Well, that's a better explanation than what you said, but I'm going to go try and fix my voice and be in a state of hibernation here for a second.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the show goes to a pause. Nick taking a pause for the cause. We are rolling here tonight. Remember, be a friend, tell a friend. If you can hear my voice right now, take our link, share it everywhere you talk wrestling. Let's see if we get back into triple digits here tonight. It's been a good one so far. Definitely setting up something interesting as far as Oba, Trick, Javon. How will this all play out? I know they're tempted to give us a multi-man match for Oba because Oba one-on-one with anybody feels like a little bit of an unfair matchup unless you have somebody like Moose on the plans. So, yeah, I mean, it's been chaos. I'm good with it. But the night is rolling on, folks. Again, shout out to Grim for being in the chat. It's always a pleasure seeing him stop by. Blaze, I see you back with us. Hello. But I hope everyone out there is doing well. I will take a second to remind everybody, Wrestling Court comes back on Sunday. This is going to be a fun show. We haven't done court in a while, but we're looking forward to it as Judge Anthony steps to the bench and John Cena versus the fans. Is John Cena justified? Are the fans right? Does John Cena suck? It's going to be a good one. You guys get to be the jury, so make sure you tune in for that on Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Of course, 7:45 p.m. tomorrow, we go live. Kenny Omega is going to take on Blake Christian. We're a big fan of Blake Christian. Kenny should be a hell of a match if they get time to go. Looking forward to that. Plus, we get the tag team match with the ladies and so much more. Tony's got a lot booked for tomorrow. We're looking forward to that as well. And then, of course, another reminder, Thursday, TNA Impact. We will be here, 7:45. You got to give the TNA streams a whole lot of love make sure you're there so we know that we should keep covering the TNA streams. So keep showing up. We greatly appreciate it. And of course, we just did Wing of the Ring. Anthony, our new Wing champion. So shout out to him for that. Bum, bum, bum. What's the chat got for me? What's the chat got? As we got 1 minute left in this commercial break. Oba planted Javon. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like they're setting up, again, another triple threat. Are we getting too many triple threats? Fatal four ways. We'll see how this plays out. I don't know how the Dark State ties into this. That's twice now when Trick's been involved. They haven't been. So does that matter? Do you think there's a connection between Trick and the Dark State? We'll see. I don't know. 6-2, go Leafs go. I love it. Why is Trick out there? I guess he was trying to help Javon, and that didn't go so well. I think Ethan Page misses stand and deliver. I'd say maybe, Richard. I think they will find something for him, perhaps. I hope. I'd be surprised if he's not on stand and deliver at all. Trick wants the NXT title, John C. Yes, he does. So he went after Oba. Oba moved, and therefore now Javon and Trick are going to have some issues. My guy, Lucky All from the DPW is a part of that new faction. Yeah, I mean, again, they've built a nice young group here. Dion Lennox, who we've seen kind of floating around doing not much. I'm curious to see what more they have to say. I want to know if they do tie into something like Trick Williams. Again, I'm at least curious. I know people like to get mad or dismiss something early, but I'm curious, right? Maybe Dynasty, Damien. We'll see. Never marry a tennis player. Love means nothing to them. I like that. Well played. I think that Trick is the leader at Dark State. A lot of people said it. Possible. Kate, welcome back. Sorry, Kat. In fact, we will be here for Impact. Let's go. Tonight's felt very impactful. So we get a sky shot of Vegas. Hyping up WrestleMania weekend. Mark Davis versus Hobbs tomorrow. Again, not really sure why, but it should be a nice Hoss match. I like this one. As here comes Gigi and Tatum. I did not expect them to be here this eve. So we got a tag match coming up next. Let me know who you taking, folks. Who do you got? Omega is wrestling tomorrow. Yeah, so Omega is taking on Blake Christian. And I saw, again, a lot of arguing. I know I've been kind of hard on one group of wrestling fans over the last little bit here, but there were some people really kind of criticizing this. I get it. Is there a whole lot of build? Are we just doing a match for a match? Cody Rhodes fought Carmelo Hayes. Like, you can have Omega Blake Christian. Some people say it's a dream match. I think the word dream match has kind of lost its meaning. It's supposed to be something epic that you never thought you would ever get. Like, Omega Christian doesn't really qualify, but Blake Christian's a hell of a wrestler. Omega, what Omega can bring to the table. I think it's going to be really fun if we just enjoy the match. But here comes Lash and Jackson. Anybody even know how close Noam Dar is to, health? Has anyone heard from or seen Noam Dar? But get your votes in, folks. Who you taking? Triple Threat Mania. That might be accurate, my guy. I mean, again, I don't love it. It feels a little bit of trying to fit everybody in. 5-star match. I knew you would. Gigi and Tatum for the win. Gigi and Tatum. Grab. Down, boy. Behave. Come on, folks. We're trying to be nice to the ladies. Gigi, Tatum. Anybody going Lash and Jackson? Let's go. I'm going to say the TNA ladies distract Gigi and Tatum. Lash and Jackson get the win. How about that? I think Javon might be. Could you imagine? The happiest, friendly. He was like Kofi Kingston 2.0. And all of a sudden, he's leading a Dark State faction. All right. Are we reaching the limit of factions in any company? Seems to be a little much. I will. Oh, as we got Soul and Zarya ringside. Interesting. I'll say this. Obviously, with Michaels and Triple H running the show, you would understand why factions, we got them. I do think there's a lot of factions that don't do anything. That's my biggest issue. Like, if we're going to have these factions, they should do some stuff. I know on AEW, we've seen kind of a revolving door of factions. Kyle O'Reilly's in this group. Now he's in this group. And then this guy's on that group. Or, you know, he's tagging with someone else. But his friend got beat up in the last segment, but he didn't give a shit. That's where you get in trouble with too many factions. It's like anything else. You kind of got to have a plan for them. You got to have something for them to do to make them matter. KJ, I heard Mariah May's contract is up later this year. Yeah, I mean, that's really cool for her. She's going to cash in big. She's going to be able to take multiple offers from wrestling companies and decide which is best for her career. That could be more AEW re-signing, staying around. It could be other things. It doesn't mean she's a shoo-in to go to WWE, but this is the fun part, and this is why I want AEW to be strong, and I want AEW to compete, because I want it to truly be a landing pad for wrestlers that don't have anywhere else to go. They didn't make it. They're not in the WWE. They have an option. But they also get to benefit their lives in the long term, because the wrestlers put their body on the line all the time for us, for the fans. So, again, if they can work a contract with some more dollars and cents, I'm all for it. Speaking of dollars and cents,
I might have more dollars, but I don't have more cents.
Yeah,
I would like to pronounce that I am starting the WFU Wolfpack. I'm breaking away. We're starting our own faction now. But yeah, good on Mariah May of 100%. I hope she stays honestly with AEW. I like you were saying of that, the idea. Well, I like the idea of to when it was an actual competitive market and everything. That's what made the MJF storyline initially work with "Fire Me, you fucking Mark," and all of that. That's what made the bidding war story work, because it felt viable. Now it doesn't.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, I wouldn't say completely doesn't, because there is still a billionaire that's willing to throw money at you. But I get it. In some of the earlier days, it felt more promising. It felt like you were being saved from the big bad VKM machine. And I mean, unfortunately, Tony's booking a lot like VKM nowadays. He doesn't. I listened to diehard AEW podcasters say out loud, Tony doesn't care about us. That's the fan base. That is your hardcore fan base that is starting to feel unloved, because every time they get behind somebody, they go nowhere.
I'm waiting for the JDNY podcast if I'm breaking up with you, Tony Khan.
Right. Oh, that was weird.
Well, that would be weird, but yes, also is
right.
Oh, I've got the double headbutt spot.
Botch jump. It was a botch. Yeah, I thought so. It looked clunky as hell. So looking a bit heel with that outfit.
1, 2, 3.
So Lash and Jackson taking out.
And I was picking them. God damn it.
50% of the chat was right. So, I mean, a tight race. The fans weren't sure. But, yeah, Lash and Jackson take the L.
Is that because you're going to use Gigi and Tatum on TNA? I think that would... If you said it, I think of you have the Ash by Elegance come out and cause a distraction that cost them the win. But instead, we've got Soul and Zarya cause the distraction.
There you go. And Gigi and Tatum will be on Impact this week, taking on the Elegance, as you mentioned. So, again, should be interesting. That felt like a 4-minute sprint, right? 9:15. Oh, the streets are talking. Tony D in their one restaurant setup.
Again, fucking Olive Garden. Unlimited breadsticks and unlimited bullshit when it comes to this fucking set.
The family's here. I think Stax is going to make a move. I think Stax is going to make a push here.
I think the whole family's involved. You've got Crucifino out there being involved with Evolve. You've got Stacks out there trying to pave his own way. Rizzo is the newest here, so
I like Crucifino and Stacks as a tag team. I think they work really well together.
I actually like Crucifino as a singles guy.
Does he
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Stacks.
Oh, I
He's
like
a little Mahomesy. He's a little Mahomesy.
Crucifino reminds me of Chris Masters. Like the
just
look,
really small.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, not this
shrunk down. As Tony's having the sidebar. I knew it was you, Fredo. I knew it was you all along. Stacks Mahomes, absolutely. Mucho bella. No, it's not mucho bella.
So the family wants the Dark State. How do you feel about the idea that it could be Javon is actually the leader of Dark State?
I fucking hate the Dark State.
Why?
I fucking hate the Dark, because it's been ass. It's been 2-pack of ass, my guy. It has something that you like from the Dark State now, outside of Hope.
It's still in the starting blocks, my guy.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Name something that you liked outside of Hope. You're drinking the hopium.
They just started. We're still
figure out masks.
We're literally speaking on whether they have a leader or not. We have we just started.
It's a trash name. It's a trash faction. It's a trash story.
You're mad on page 2 of the book.
I'm gangbanging on fucking on
Did we not just give the
introductories? I'm gangbanging on fucking in honor of all that.
Right. Dark
Shield-ish, Retribution-ish. Did you see the Mustafa Ali clip from Wrestling Revolver to where he started Chicago over everybody?
Right.
And then their whole crowd, they're chanting Retribution. He's like, no, it's not Retribution, you fucking marks.
All right, next match up, Ethan Page.
MDB, yes, 100%. Their masks haven't stayed on. That's why it's at. Yeah, that's part of it.
Again, I think it's too premature to say this isn't due. Like, I thought they cut an amazing promo last week after their run-in. We're really at the beginning phase. It's like the first Monday the Shield showed up, or the first time we saw the Shield. You don't go, they suck. I don't know who they are. Like, you got to give them week 2, week 3, like gangbanging on.
We in like week 4. I like this though. They've had
the leader
like this. Of niggas gangbanging on the forward. Yes, I'm gangbanging on the about the author on the back chapter.
On the back of that match felt for the first time. They had lost it and they were never getting it back.
Nope.
They're like, you can't.
You done fucked up, Aaron.
I like it.
Well, can you explain how Dark State is a good name?
Listen, I never said I liked the name.
So what do you like? What am I so wrong about that you like so much?
I like the 4 talent they brought in. I like the potential.
I didn't say shit about the talent.
I like the potential of Dion Lennox is doing something here. I actually think as a team, like if 2 of them branch off to tag team, I think there's something here, man. I think they could really do something. But, I mean, they're just getting out of the gate. And if Trick Williams is the leader of the faction, or Javon, or it's not going to be Oba. Let's go. Let's forget about that. But, I mean, I don't mind what they've presented so far at all.
Andre Chase is the leader of it. Andre Chase.
I didn't even know Chase was still in the company.
Well, he had that whole segment to where someone said his name and then they never paid it off. Don't worry, they hoped you did.
Yeah, they just like moving on. Never mind.
All right. You can have that.
But he thought he was someone else. Hey, Daryl. Oh, no, not Daryl. My bad.
Well, yeah. Wait, did you say Jericho or Hitchachero?
Hitchy gotcha, gucha. Spears is a transitional champion. I don't think so.
A little bit.
You think so? A little bit?
A little bit.
Okay.
I think his faction's a mid faction. They float around that level. I don't think that they're like. Do you see Shawn Spears NXT World Champion?
I don't think it's high on my list.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's out of the question, but unlikely would probably be the best way to put it.
Fair enough.
Ethan for the win. Hoochie Horchata, I like it. Spears might drop at Stand and Deliver. I could see Ricky Saints getting it at Stand and Deliver. Big WrestleMania weekend
is there. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, it is a bit of a transitional champion and giving your baby face an opportunity to take that title from a strong heel. So yeah, that could be the matchup. If we get Spears Saint at Stand and Deliver, my money's going on Ricky to walk out with that title.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't even almost think that was the match. I thought we wanted to be getting closer to Ricky Oba somehow.
Okay. I don't know if we're there yet. I don't know. Because, I mean, it's been kind of crowded with Trick. And
well, when we get there with Ricky, he takes the title. That's what it is. That is, checkmate at that point.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting how that one's going to play out when we get back to that. If Oba's still a champion, how do they how does it all work? But I mean, again, David versus Goliath, I think it has a nice spin to it. So for sure.
You could build that as your story for a minute. I would feel Ricky keeps trying to go and just can't beat Oba. And then he finally conquers the mountain.
Mm-hmm. Oh, MCMG here again. Bring Hank and Tank up. Hank and Tank are ready for the main roster.
I need Hank and Tank merch. That's what I need in my life. I need a fucking shoot the thrill, fucking, Hank and Tank jersey out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, because of their gimmick, I think they get over really well on the main roster. I think they really would.
Yeah, and then they slide into the Viking Raiders.
Well, I mean, again, they're the type of team that could get away with not having to, like that mid-card team that people it's a real nice cheer spot every show.
I don't want to open a wound, but would they not be the Creed brothers?
No, but they're the fun party. Like there would be bringing in the Dudleys, like the good old time. Not at that level.
They're more public. Are they more Dudleys or Public Enemy?
Public Enemy. Yeah, for sure. But I think they're just because of their gimmick, they could get over on the main roster.
Well, yeah, no shit. They're over, period. As I speak of the devil and they shall appear, as Andre Disheveled Chase is coming out right now.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought he was going to get jumped. It's just cheerleaders.
It's just... we have the Yes Boys. Are these the fuck boys? Like, what?
Oh.
Well, we have the boys. We have the Yes Boys. What boys can we put in front of this?
Right. Who are you boys?
Yeah, so it's Andre Chase versus Ethan Page.
Right.
Who
Chase has his former students who, like most students, just can't let school go.
Fucking Burt Kreischer of fucking NXT. Right? Just constantly in school.
Like fucking
the Van Wilder constantly in school.
Wannabe Spirit Squad. That's a good one.
Nick might be mad about that.
Ricky on commentary.
Oh, I can't wait to hear the captivating words of Ricky Saints.
Right, but that could be the other thing. It could be Ricky versus Ethan, Stand and Deliver, no title.
Oh.
Yes.
That would be a thing. You could make that a thing.
Right.
I don't know if that's going to be the most popular thing.
Right.
Yeah. JSU music with no school is diabolical.
Right? I thought that was hilarious. Dalton Castle's boys to NXT. I think
they're busy in a lawsuit. Them, Kevin Kelly, and Nick Nemeth all forming a conglomeration.
One of my favorite IWC moments. This might become like a daily segment on the show, like stupid shit from the IWC. Literally, it was the clip of like the screenshot of Ryan Nemeth and how he changed his thing to, were you sued by a billionaire?
You ever had a billionaire try and sue you, send 4 people to sue you as you're about to get on stage for your off-Broadway production?
Yeah, which you kind of lost me in the second half, bro. I mean, again, let's not blow this up, but again, could be true. He's had his issues, but the first comment was, "Who cares about Nick? Who cares about Nick Nemeth anyway?" It was like, fuck. Like,
bro, I swear to God.
Ryan.
Twitter was the best and worst thing to happen to fucking humanity.
There should be an IQ test, man. An aptitude
No,
test.
because fucking the owner of the fucking app would fail it.
The human computer.
His heart goes out.
Yeah, like walking AI. I'm pretty sure he's AI. I don't think he's human.
I'll give you that 100%.
I think he was sent here.
E.T. phone home.
Why wants to go to Mars so bad? He's trying to go home.
He's just trying to go back to his home planet. Look. No, don't say that, because they're going to say this fucker's Superman. He's from Krypton.
These guys are having
looks like he's fucking this.
One guy,
Hayes looks like he's out there starting a goddamn punk rock band. Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Did you get? You're going to picture in picture right now?
Yes, I'm in picture in pictures.
The guy on the right looks like Peter Avalon, like his kid brother, or like
don't you worry now.
Off Broadway, yeah. He ruined my big night. I mean, it would suck if you're getting ready, but like, did they show up in his dressing room, like, or did it just come to your house?
Yeah, but that you should be a fan of this. That's some petty bitch behavior of sitting there and literally, I'm gonna send someone to fucking service you. Pause.
But that to me, that's like, I mean, we talk about Punk getting sued on his wedding day or fired on his wedding day. That's personal. If you're staying within the rules of the game, the confines of the world that you're in, fine. But you don't need to go. I don't care about any. Like, I think the whole lawsuit thing is hilarious. Now I want to see what the countersuit says and what Pandora's box opens up. Like, what other information from behind the scenes stuff that's been closed comes trickling out because of all this.
Fair. I don't know if I would exactly trust Nick Nemeth's recollection of history.
No.
Yeah.
It's like that episode of Fresh Prince where they all have the different story of the swimming pool incident.
Well, now Nick Nemeth's out there. How come he don't want me, man?
Ethan Page with the 2 count on Andre Chase, by the way. Surprise match. They didn't have a lot announced for tonight, but 67% going to Ethan, 23 going Chase, 13 going nobody.
There you
go. Dragunov returns March to June. That's a big window. What are you, my cable man?
We can see you sometime between April 1st and June 2nd.
Yeah, like Dragunov. Yeah, Dragunov's for me, you won't see Ilya till post-Mania.
Fair. Well, I 100% agree with that. And I also feel like you won't know when you're gonna end up seeing him. I think, like, with some of the stuff with like Ray Fenix, with what we assume is Malachi Black, they're very much hitting the nail on the head. I think with the Malachi Black thing, it's more of setting up the date he's going to debut more than anything. But yeah, they're letting the fucking cat out of the bag pretty fast. If it's somebody that they've already had in the basket and everything with a fucking an ear or anything, they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to sit there and be like, oh, in 2 weeks, the dragon will return and everything. No, they're just going to let it happen.
Right. Yeah, I think so. I miss Dijak on NXT TV. Again, he was Deep Throat. They had to X him out.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm going to do it to me. I'm not the Deep Throat. Yeah, I can only take it in a little bit in there. Yeah.
Chase fighting out of the headlock.
Yeah, but no, it was very much. I do like Dijak, and I wish I could catch more of him in MLW and everything, and what he's been doing post WWE. But yeah, he was very much one of those of they knew who was letting out information and everything. They knew who the leaking fucking wheel was here.
Yeah, right. They knew where the drip was coming from. But
Right.
Chase getting to his feet, Ethan down in the other corner. I asked Rock about you guys, and I got told about Big Vince and Elite Eddie. And you're famous.
I'm calling Elite Eddie.
We're better than you in real life, friends. I like that. We're the real friends you can't find in your.
Yeah, we're better than your real life friends, absolutely. But I'm very much calling Elite Eddie.
Elite Eddie and Big Vince.
Well, shit, I'm Big Nick, so I guess I should be Big Vince. Fuck.
I don't know if I want to be Elite Eddie right now. The Elite.
I wanted to be Elite Eddie because I could then wear all my Eddie Kingston merch.
Oh, got him by the foot. Misses the kick.
Which also we haven't even talked about, by the way, as
side effect.
2 count. This man has armpit fucking stains and everything. These stains were so offensive they made me mispronunciate the words.
Right. How long does the depression arc go for Andre last? Yeah, you think somebody would try and help this man out? He's been sad for months. Like this is going on 4, 5, 6 months.
Hey, look, Greco, we've got your new host. You're another new host for
there you go.
Open.
Right. I like Maple Leaf KJ and the Bronx Bomber. We got a few. I like a few.
Absolutely.
So yeah, a big code breaker.
Right.
4 months. Andre's been like 4 months. Okay, I exaggerated a little, but it's been forever. This man's been just sad. Somebody give him pick me up. There's nobody like,
Does he not own another shirt? Can he not go to a fucking dry cleaners? A laundromat? Something?
Chase got divorced dad vibes.
He does. You're very much. You got grilled cheese, hot dogs, or mac and cheese as your options for dinner tonight.
Right. As fellas, learn to cook. Trust me.
Facts. 100%.
Bros, let's go.
And what is therapeutic as fuck, by the way?
What?
I was saying cooking is therapeutic as fuck, by the
way.
Oh,
it's, 100%. Yeah.
I was putting over cooking.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. So hence, what?
Yes, I know. Was that a 2?
The match is really good. As Richard said, like, again, Andre Chase can wrestle. We forget because he's been a fake college professor for 3 years, but he can wrestle his ass off.
Yeah, he's been on double secret probation over in NXT for the longest time. So you forget he's talented.
Right. Sorry, Corey brought up the CFL and asked me if I had an opinion. Do you remember what the
question? That was a while ago. Fuck.
Is it just was it the comment of they actually have 4 downs but they punt on third because they're too polite?
Yes.
Yeah, that made me laugh. No, we do have 2. Sorry.
Oh, you have 2. You have 2 downs, not 3. You have 2 downs.
3 downs. Our balls are bigger than yours, and we got a bigger end.
Whoa. Even Page's balls are bigger than Andre Chase's because he picks up the win here.
Yeah, not good. Ethan Page with the W.
There, but go ahead on the CFL there. Regale us of the Toronto Argonauts.
I couldn't even tell you. I think you were the one that told me this year of like, hey, the Argos won. I was like, did they?
I remember the Argonauts because of Ricky Williams. Because when Ricky Williams smoked too many vitamins and couldn't play in the NFL is when he went to the CFL and just had a ball.
Right. It's crazy to look back and think, wow, did that really happen? Like Ricky came to Canada.
Doug Flutie, too, the fucking Bills.
Doug Flutie, man.
CFL fucking legend.
One of the CFL. Oh, no. Spears.
Yeah, so Saints eyeing up, Page, and then Spears out there getting taken out. Saints is What in the fucking
What has happened to Nost?
vampire club, goth club is this
Right?
shit with their attire?
This faction has brought a weird side out of Nost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dark State. Oh, he pulled his mask down, Nick.
I hate this. I hate this. I hate every second of it. You didn't do anything. How are you going to be gangbanging on doing bullshit? You didn't do nothing.
It's a warning shot,
Well,
bro.
we could have done something. You know what? We just were there because we could have done something.
No, but that's what they're doing. Everybody on, right? I mean, Saquon Sugars, Cutler James,
O'Reilly, what? Auto parts?
Dion Lennox. Who's the other one? I'm missing the fourth member. Griffin. Dion Lennox, Cutler, Saquon.
Gryffindor, 10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah, right.
I don't have their names pulled up because I don't like them. So,
but those four guys are talented. I think they're showing real good, like they might be able to cut good promos, especially certain members of them. Again, I'm curious, man. They haven't done shit. Don't quote me. I ain't done shit yet.
That's the thing. Well, I'm saying Lucky Ali could be the Seth Rollins of the group. I'm not fully hating on who's in the group. I'm just their presentation has been ass. 2 packs of ass. I don't give a rat's ass about them anymore.
But I think I'm interested. I like what they're up to. And again, if the reason they didn't attack was their leader was in the ring, well,
that's a saving grace. Trill London's in Evolve. Trill London's but no, that's your only saving grace. Like there is a way to salvage this. There is a way to make this work. But right now, rough waters.
And I think they're at the starting gate. They're not even in rough waters. They're still on the dock. You know, they're John Candy waving at the boat. Now they might get yanked into deep waters quick, but there's I think he's saying go. they're waiting.
I think they're more, out there chumming the water, and then you see the Jaws head fucking pop up, and
being dragged by the boat already. You think?
Yeah, 100%. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. All that,
right? State Spears, Ethan, but it's another triple threat. We can't have 14 triple threats WrestleMania weekend. I'm sorry, I've had enough.
Is that the breaking point from Triple H Mania of 2 minute triples?
It's Trips Mania, right? He's going 777 across the board. Again, Spears, Ethan would be fun. Saints, Ethan would be fun. Saint Spears would be fun. But you can't just keep doing. Now, we don't know what the rest of Stand and Deliver look like, but there's been a lot of triple threats.
Well, we don't even know if this match is official like referee whistle. This is fantasy booking, and we'll still see where the chips may fall. Well, it's even everybody already up in arms about the idea of what was it? It was Finn, Dom, Penta, and Braun. Of that fatal 4-way for the IC belt, and everybody's already up in arms about it. It's literally a fan theory, and we're mad about it.
We're mad at the fan theory. And then the other people are just like pre-mad of like, well, it just figures that's what they do. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What are we doing? I love Triple Threat Weekend. Let's go. Go Birds. Triple Threat Weekend.
So wait, does that make so who's Shane Douglas, who's Justin Credible, and what was the third member of Triple Threat? Was it Francine?
It would have been I'll go Francine right now.
You're gonna be Francine? We're gonna have Triple Threat Weekend of it'll be me, you, and Anthony of who's the franchise, who's Justin Credible, and who's I guess Francine.
Oh well. What Google?
Unless I misremember,
it's Shane Douglas.
Who else am I not remembering in Triple Threat?
Shane Douglas, Dean Malenko, and a man that no longer gets named during wrestling programming.
Oh, that's what it was. I was remembering Douglas and Just Incredible.
Might have came after.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to be name redacted, but anyways, moving on.
Bam Bam, let's go. Bam Bam might have been.
Oh yes, that's exactly. So you got to be Bam Bam, my guy.
Right. A triple threat for yeah, definitely. I'll take that. For an NXT title is genius. Spaz, what?
What?
3 triple
You must
threats.
have slipped, fell, and bumped your motherfucking head.
Right. Stephanie lose this match, drop 1 championship to Fallon. Yeah. I mean, I think there has to be more to this story, though. I can't see her just straight up losing. There has to be a catch. Maybe Jordan Grace turns, and that's what you set up for that. But there has to be something. Steph just losing because she had a match earlier tonight. I don't love it. And at least if there's a twist, it explains why the North American title went last.
She's already gotten jumped. She's already gotten beaten down. It makes, to me, the most sense now at this point. And
You need something more.
I can see it, but what? So Jordan goes heel and what sides with Fatal Influence?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, I mean, not necessarily siding with them, but definitely getting a chunk out of the champ. Again,
She
just
did
a
that
theory.
with Jada.
But I think there has to be someone. I mean, Jada comes back around after losing earlier tonight. I don't think so. But there has to be something coming. Stephanie,
I can see it. I just don't see it, if that makes any bit of sense.
Fair enough. Julia versus Cora. Jade, my prediction for Stand and Deliver. She already returned at NXT live event. Did Julia return, though? Is that who you're talking about? As I'm getting a crowd shot and some like bow, chicka, wow, wow, music.
Well, I got tricked backstage as actually Corey might be correcting me of I thought it was Just Incredible, but it might have been Steve Corino.
It might have been Candido.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, Chris Candido. Why did I go Steve Corino?
I know Douglas and Candido were tight.
Yeah. All the ECW connections, either way, there. We got the triple threat. That's me, you, and Anthony. Moving
Right.
on.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. Shane Douglas members. You know, that guy, Dean Malenko, Too Cold Scorpio, Candido, Brian, Bam Bam Bigelow, Lance.
Well, Trick is out here in the most dangerous position in WWE, being out there in the NXT parking lot. Doesn't he know that's not safe?
What?
So next Tuesday, NXT North American Championship, Ricky Saints versus Sean Spears.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go.
100%.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I was just agreeing with you 100%.
Fatal Influence coming out. Do you feel like this is true? A lot of people have been saying this, but I think Cody's been holding his own.
No, I could have made the case that Cody's promo, all of a sentence in the first back and forth, was the better of the two. So I don't think it's protecting Cody from it. I mean, Christ, we haven't even talked about the whole Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair, the sink or swim. I will admit, as much as I'm a Tiffy Time fan, Tiffy Time stopped for a minute there.
I think it's Charlotte. I'm going to be honest. I think Charlotte's killing Tiffy. And listen.
Is she doing it intentionally, or is it just that she's better?
I don't know. It just feels like she was out for a long time. She'd been at the top. Listen, she's one of the GOATs. I defend Charlotte Flair all the goddamn time. I defend Charlotte Flair the way Meltzer defends AEW at times. But Jesus. I think it's if it was Tiffany versus someone kind of cool and exciting, you get a lot more vibe on this. I kind of feel like Charlotte's the one that fans are kind of don't care about. Like, fuck her. Like,
I don't know. This to me, this feels, and all due respect to Tiffany, and everybody who's watched this for a minute knows how much of a Tiffany fan I am. This feels John Cena, Roman. If you want to be the big dog, it's called a promo kid. You're gonna have to learn how to cut one. Of Charlotte Flair is kind of, I don't want to say exposing, but Tiffany as a babyface right now in this is not working. They really need to ramp this up. And they've got like 4 weeks, 3 weeks. They need to ramp this up.
Right. I think that's part of the plan here, though. And I think that's one of the things that people are one of the things that people might be missing is I think this European tour made it a unique build. And I do think when they get back to the States, things get turned up real fast. I agree right now there's something not jiving, but it is partly that Tiffy is such a natural heel.
Yeah.
That it's kind of being exposed that, again, the fans like chanting Tiffy time, but can you fall into that?
She doesn't work as a babyface. She doesn't work as a babyface.
It's a little challenging. Standing next to Nia, fine, but right now it's like it's made both of them very bland.
Yeah, I think it's really helped Charlotte actually. Like I'm interested in this more because of like seeing that back and forth and seeing the sit down with her and Charlotte. That was Charlotte being like taking a road that I thought and wanted and hoped she would go on. Of like pretty much you're here because it's me.
Yeah.
Very much. Does your balls hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? And all of that of emphasizing I'm Charlotte Flair. You're Tiffany.
Right. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I think the tell for me on this one is I was excited about this. I really wanted this to happen. I was happy that it got booked. But now that match has to deliver. That match has to be a memorable match. And whatever the criticism is, I think those two women definitely have the chance to have one of those matches.
Oh, 100%. But they need to hook me in more. They need to make Tiffany seem more of a threat.
She comes off a little whiny in her responses. What works as
comes off less than.
And she is, though. I mean, mentally on the scheme of things, it is a bit of that. She is less than. That's
you can't say mentally less than. That's too much of the IWC. You can't loop that in too much.
Right? It's folks, Fallon in control of Steffi in the corner. Steph in her second match tonight, still 60% taking Steph, 27 taking Fallon.
I'm taking Fallon. I don't know who you're taking.
I was kind of leaning towards Fallon as well. I just want to know there again. I think there has to be a way for her to get there, but I'll go Fallon with you on this one.
Fair enough. Well, Fallon makes me want to fucking save a horse, ride a cowboy with his goddamn attire, but yeah.
Pause.
I don't know if I need to make something in a crock pot or start listening to fucking country music right now.
Right.
Maybe time.
Let's go. Looking forward to it. One of my favorite things about WrestleMania weekend, we'll see it on Stand and Deliver. We'll see it at Mania. Is again, hopefully we'll get some really good entrances.
Right. Do you think Ric Flair gets involved at all with Cody Cena after Cena mentions Ric Flair by name?
I don't think so. And the reason I don't think so is I think Ric Flair at this point in history, and some people are going to argue, KJ, that's not new, but he just seems so volatile. So
you don't know what he's going to say.
You have no idea. Like, I don't think you could put the, like, he would stand there and, yeah, Hunter, I love you, Hunter. Right, Hunter. And then you never know what condition he's going to be when he gets out there and what he's just going to ad-lib for you. I don't know. There is a deep relationship as the Fatal Influence posing going into commercial.
Speaking of people I want a deep relationship with, but I digress. Yeah, you heard me. But moving on. Well, I was going to say, we do this together, and you don't know what I'm the Ric Flair of this. You don't know, you're just trusting I'm going to show up and do what I need to do.
Right. I wouldn't disagree with that at times, but yeah, I mean, again, I don't think Rick is still working with AEW. Maybe though.
When's the last time you heard about Woo Energy?
They said fuck that. They wooed their way out.
That's why everyone's getting hurt, Rick.
Right? giving all the wrestlers mushroom drinks and they're trying to pull off their moves.
Fucking Blake Christian's out there looking at stars right now, thinking he's still in GCW, Rick. What the fuck are we doing out here?
Fallon working on staff.
Yeah. Dumpster on the outside.
Trick will turn heel. I could see that. I mean, again, how does it tie into the dark state, and how does this work?
Is Trick already heel?
Ish, leaning. I don't think he's in there yet. I don't think he's in that pocket, but he's getting there. He's inching. Just because Javon's so happy. That's why someone said Javon being a part of the dark state makes no sense to me. That's a 180.
Yeah. Well, same thing with Oba. They jumped the fuck out of him too.
Well, yeah.
They didn't jump Trick.
That's the point, right?
Right. Well, Christopher Cox saying ECW triple threat, the franchise, Shane Douglas, Chris Candido, Bam Bam Bigelow, and the head cheerleader was Francine.
Those.
So there you go.
There you go. Now the facts have been checked. We do appreciate our fact checkers out there.
Put that as a poll. Who will be who?
For what?
The triple threat.
Oh.
I don't know.
Let's see what it.
As I got Stephanie still back kicking. Oh, eats a boot from Fallon. Hopefully we get Liv and Raquel versus Bird Lady and Bailey. 316, I feel like that's the most compromising fucking statement you've ever said.
Bird Lady and Bailey.
Well, so I feel at this point we're not getting Becky. I thought we were going to get that at Ron's in Glasgow. Go ahead.
Another thing, the narrative of, and I saw someone say it in our chat, then I saw it online, so it might have been the same person. But this idea that Becky's choosing to sit out because the booking is so bad. The fuck is wrong with that statement?
She's a mom. She's a mom.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know what's happening with Becky. Could she be a Mania surprise?
Well, I thought she would have been a surprise leading into Mania. I don't know.
Friday, Monday?
Spot her as a Mania surprise.
I don't know.
Unless you go into a match with like TBD.
Or she just returns, makes her big return. Like,
I'm announcing myself for this match.
I mean, again, it's been interesting. I don't know. And I wonder how much of the build and the surprises and the big stuff is still set for the next 3 weeks.
Well, that's part of even the issue people have with the whole Cena thing of he's only advertised one more week before 41. So everyone's like, well, they're not going to give us it.
Yeah, but again, what if, but the fans, the funny part with the fans, and I agree, I don't like, and I said it, Cena should be around walking into Mania. But maybe Cena's not there, but The Rock shows up. Like, there's options. If you do 3 weeks of Cody just cutting promos against an empty wall, people are going to be very upset, and it's going to be a very flat build.
Is it a surprise if you don't see he's advertised for it? Like, fuck, when did not advertise mean will not appear?
But that's the thing. I think people are so used to it and what they're
doing. I get it, but like, fuck, like, when did a surprise become so, passe of like, we can't even contemplate it?
Big suplex.
Right. I've been thinking it's impossible for Cena to win and retire. I can tell Cody will most likely win the match unless if The Rock interfere, of course. I don't think it's that outrully to where Cena wins. I think very much. Honestly, I'd say my early prediction is Cena wins.
I'm not sold on Cena winning at Mania yet. I'm still thinking about it. I want to see how we here. I think it's a possibility. I know people might be critical of some stuff. I think people are just going to be critical of whatever Cena does. It doesn't matter. He could come out and hand out gold bars and people would complain that they were too heavy. Like,
that's the point of a heel.
That's the point. No, but I mean, no matter what he did, if he was babyface.
Oh, I know. Yes, I know. But yeah. What?
I thought I was losing you for a second. I wasn't sure if it was my end or your end, but you seem to be okay. But yeah, I think Cena being some people are never going to come around to anything Cena does, and that's fine. And that's why this works so well. But I think that there's so many options. Like, does The Rock get involved? Does Cena win? Does Cody win? Does it build, like, if Cena wins, is there a rematch at, say, SummerSlam? How does this all work out? Is it Cena RKO at Backlash? Is it Cody RKO at Backlash? A lot up in the air with this. So people can say predictable all they want. It's up in the air.
Oh, 100%.
Dude.
Well, I got Fallon dumping Stephanie on the outside here.
Triple H and Flair screw Cena. I like it. Oh, shit. JC gets kicked. Jasmine throws a Pele kick, but got a piece of it. We'll say got a piece of it.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people who want a piece of it, but yeah.
Blockbuster.
Ooh. Dos amigos.
Oh. I love Cena with 17 at WrestleMania. No, it'd be awesome. Cena wins at Mania and then does go home. And then, like, we get a vignette of, like, Cody shows up at Cena's house, drags him out on the lawn, like, I'm dragging you back to wrestling.
I would be remiss if I didn't admit where I heard this theorized first from. But Bully Ray on Busted Open as Stephanie's the shoulder breaker. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, no way.
Stephanie wins. Go.
You're champ.
Champ, double champ.
An emphatic statement.
Chocolate chunk, double chunk.
That's it. I like it.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to my point because we're going to talk about Stephanie winning here.
I like it. Stephanie with a big W. Yeah, well, Fatal does. Oh, they're not done.
As Fatal influence instant jumping her, somebody's going to come out.
Jordan Grace,
yep.
I keep calling for Jordan and Steph to be in the same ring.
Yep. And say it loud and say it proud. Holler, if you hear me. Every time with the sirens is all I think of. Is
holler, if you hear me.
I
love that. It was so good. Oh, Jordan.
Why is she wearing the biggest lifts ever?
She is. No,
like,
she had.
We can see that.
Did you see the one she had last week? But she's.
Oh yeah, she looked like Patrick from fucking the fucking rock music video, and then Ashante the Adonis was SpongeBob in the background.
Look. A little tug of war for those belts.
Oh, Jada. I miss Parker.
Is everybody getting?
I gotta get my lick back. I'm out here like the fucking owl on Tootsie Roll, hoping for my first lick. 1, 2.
Grace wants that title. Jada wants that title. Oh, Steph getting a little pushy with Jordan.
Jada, North American, Jordan, NXT Women's title.
You gonna make her do double duty again?
She did it once.
Why don't you do? I like your idea. The 2 out of 3 falls, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, now see, we're getting everybody debating.
Oh, Cora.
Mine.
Dude, someone get me a picture of this right here, and I'll put the mine on it. That's 100%.
As Jada doing her best, Cody Rhodes rejected by the side of the ring.
Right.
As we've got Stephanie and Jordan, eye to eye, toe to toe. Now, you know for a fact that if Jordan didn't have them 5-inch platform shoes on, she'd be sitting there looking at Stephanie's chin.
100%. Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear me.
Holla if you hear me.
So good. But ladies and gentlemen, that is NXT. The night has flown by. Get your ratings out of 10 in the chat. How did you like the show? What did you like? What didn't you like? As another episode in the books, I had a lot of fun with this one. Maybe some spots not the most memorable, but we'll talk about it. Fatal 4-way, Julia Steph. Now, it feels like they're going to set up maybe a number one contender, something like a battle royal, perhaps.
Tournament.
I don't know.
We like tournaments in wrestling. Someone needs to just do Tony Khan in the Darby Allin face man. I like tournaments.
Right.
Oh, that's what it is.
Right. What do we got now? Keith. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 7. I'm with Vance. I'm 7.5. I was entertained, but there was some flat spots.
I'm still like a 7. I almost want to give this maybe a 6.5. I gave Raw a 7, so
okay,
this might be a 6.5.
You like Raw better than NXT tonight?
Yes, I would say that.
I think I gave us a half mark more to NXT tonight.
But you do you, boo boo. But I would say I like Raw more than NXT tonight, and that's oddly enough, that is actually a step back for NXT because NXT's been kind of cooking, and this feels like Stephanie defending her belts twice was pretty interesting. The main event was fun. We knew 3 matches going in. Everything else was add-on.
Yeah, it was really weird that, some of the matches were good that I'm surprised they didn't advertise beforehand. I think the tag match with Hank and Tank was surprisingly better than I assumed it would be. Overall, some stuff, again, the Oba Trick Javon stuff is interesting. Again, didn't blow my socks off, but I was pretty happy with this show.
Fair enough.
Extra Silver saying 7.5. Blaze going 7.6, 7.5. We got a bunch of women fighting over a title, Tony Khan. Take notes. They all want that title. They all want to get their hands on that belt. It is competitive. Nick.
Oh, it's just fucking good storytelling. When you write the chapters really good, makes the ending pretty interesting, huh?
Makes you want to tune in, I believe.
But just a little bit.
Yeah, Triple H seems to love triple threats and multi-person matches.
Multi-man mania coming to you, WrestleMania 41.
I feel like at some point in 2027, we'll be tuning in, and there will be a generation of wrestling fans that only see triple threat, and a wrestling match involves 3 or more people.
Stipulation is a singles match,
right? 8 out of 10. NXT been doing their thing, bro. Let's go. 8 out of 10. I think Raw lacks energy right now, but it was still slight better. Yeah, I just give a different scale a little bit for Raw. So, for my head, Raw wasn't my favorite this week. There was, again, the flat spots. I feel like maybe they're kind of amping up to get back to the States, as I'm hoping. I really want to kind of change. I want everyone feeling good going into Mania. It's Mania, for fuck's sake. But I understand some of the issues. I really do. But I think overall NXT was solid. The extra 0.5, because shout out MVP of the night. Stephanie defends 2 titles in one night
and wins both. Well, did you also see Jey Uso out there? I can't remember what the interview he was on with, but basically saying, yeah, there's a bunch of really talented wrestlers in the back and everything, but they're not Jey Uso. They're not where I'm at and everything.
Right.
I'm basically saying you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
Right. It's true. And again, you got to use what you got to get what you want. Now we got to see a promo of Cody. We're seeing it again on Friday. Are they advertised for Friday? I know Roman's advertised for Friday.
John is only advertised for one more Raw, and that's what everyone is all in their feels about, because they don't like what we've gotten so far. Even though I'm going to ruin wrestling, I'm going to bring back the spinner belt, I'm going to retire as champion, and you can make whatever toy belt you want. I don't know how we didn't like that promo, but he is scheduled for one more Raw before 41, and everyone's like, well, they've ruined it. They ruined it. There's nothing else they can do.
Yeah. Well, again, if it is his one and only appearance, I don't love it either, but they're better. You're going to need some physicality if you're going to keep us interested. 3 weeks of blank. I can't imagine them doing that, but I could be wrong. I see what you're saying, Paul, about the comparison between Stephanie and Lyra. I think Stephanie just has this charisma. Like if you saw her on Busted Open, she's just like, it's something about her energy. She's a little less introverted than Lyra. I don't know. Do you think that's fair?
It's shucky ducky quack quack is what it is.
Yeah, it might be. That might be the tipping point. 8 out of 10. Backstage Raw was booty juice, and so will SmackDown. Well, we got optimism. JC challenging Masha for the KO title Thursday. There you go. JC in a match. So NXT TNA goes on. I'm already tired of the folks. We got to let shit get out of the gates. Like, you can't shoot the horse before the gun goes off for the race. We got to let some of these guys get out of the blocks, man.
I mean, I don't know. I can't fully say too much because when it comes to Dark Stain, I'm like, nah.
Dark Stain?
Stay back there.
Are we officially calling them Dark Stain? Is that what you said?
I mean, they are a dark stain, so I'll go with that. Instead of dark state, they are a dark stain.
Dark Stain. They
might have put a better life on the red sheet drying, my guy.
Right. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that looks like your ratings. Nick, did you give it official? Yeah, you went low.
I went 6.5.
Listen, the chat didn't even give you shit for doing it. I understand. 6.5.
Yeah, I know.
7.5.
I realize my voice is going.
Yeah, I think so. But ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. That is NXT. Dynamite tomorrow is absolutely stacked as far as there is a lot advertised for this show. Kenny, Blake, Christian, again, we're big fans of Blake. I know some fans just enjoy it, and we'll see what happens. The 4 ladies on
just enjoy the wrestling, folks.
Try. Yeah, I really tune in tomorrow, and I'm like, what the fuck? So we'll be back at it Wednesday. Thursday, we got TNA Impact. That's going to be a hell of a show. Again, NXT TNA living on strong. And we got all your wrestling needs, folks. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Be a part of the family. Use hashtag WFU, hashtag W4LN, and keep spreading the word, the gospel of Wrestling for Life Network. The channel is on fire, and we owe it all to you guys out there. Nick, I mean, not bad. We're still on the road to all the things.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. But yes, no. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you're going to put that forward live for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, love one another. Be less soft. Let's have some fun. See you on the flip side. Good night.